Ooh, welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the live stream. My good name is Womboy. Thank you so much for being here. What a day. The older I get, fewer friends I have. Welcome to the live stream, my good friends. My good name is Womboy. Thank you so much for being here. Oh God, why does that look so gross? When you join in, kindly say hi, like the live stream. Yeah, I know you, my good friends, you've missed me. Like, didn't stream yesterday at night, didn't stream today during the day, but here we are. You know, sometimes you gotta get things done. How are you all doing? Let me know how you're doing. Kindly say hi. The older I get, fewer friends I have. Wow. Here we are, guys. Here we are. Welcome to the live stream, everyone. My good name is Womboy. Thank you so much for being here. Yet another good day for me. Today has been a busy day. Like, I just kind of sat down and relaxed for the first time right now. I have just been going. Sports fan says hi you, how are you doing? Where are you watching me from? Which country are you from? Let's start from there, guys. So as I'm telling you all, like, wow, it's 10:24 here in Kenya. I don't know what time it is where you are at. I'm good. What about you? I'm good. I'm good. Where are you watching me from? Guys, like the live stream. If you're on the live stream, like the live stream. We are literally just getting started. So, sorry for chaos. What was that? Sorry for chaos here and there. It's like one of those days where you're just unprepared, but you get prepared as you go. Okay, I think now I'm set with the laptop and everything. Ooh, breathe in, breathe out, Lord. Okay. I don't know why, like, for some reason, I'm usually like, when I'm working on other things, I'm usually like here, and I kind of have to come back here so that I can just be able to talk naturally. I don't know how you are doing. Um, okay, let's start here on a light note. Let me type a question. What's the most beautiful thing you've been told, recently or not recently? Lynn Hendricks, my good friend, how are you doing? Welcome to the live stream. How is it going? It's been a minute. How have you been doing? Sorry, I was late. Oh, no, you're not late. I just started. I am just, I think, 4 minutes in or something, and I'm still getting started here. How is Netherlands? I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. It's a good day. Okay, yeah, I just got started. Just got started. Thank you for the likes, guys. Like the live stream before you get started. Also, you can keep telling me where you're watching me from. What's the most beautiful thing you've been told? It could be a compliment. It could be anything. Okay. What's the most beautiful thing you've been told? It's hot again. It's hot. Ooh, how many degrees Celsius? I liked. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. How many degrees Celsius? Here it's cold actually. We are even using heaters. It's really cold. 62 degrees Fahrenheit. Not so cold, but it's definitely cold. Ernest to Q says okay. Okay. What does that mean? How are you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Let me know how is your week going. Actually, today is on Tuesday. The week is literally moving on quickly. Not to mention, like, we are coming to the end of the month. We are coming to the end of the month. I don't know how you guys can define your month. How was your month? How was July for you? Let's do a little bit of looking back and stuff. Lynn Hendricks says 27. Okay, yeah, 27 is hot, but it's not that hot. Like, it's not like the heat wave. I think above that, okay, 27 is really hot for me because I have never lived in a place where, okay, I have visited places that's that hot, but just that. Lindsay, and then says, hello, hello, good to see you. How are you doing? Where are you watching me from? Let us look back at the month of July. Okay, not look back, we're still in the month, but today is the 28th. How would you say the month was for you? Or still is. How can you say the month is going for you? The older I get, fewer friends I have. Welcome to the live stream, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. My good name is Wamboy. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know. Let me know how where are you watching me from, and also how is your month going? My besties, yeah. Down the way when the nights are again and the sun shine, leaving the mountain top. I took a trip on a sailing ship. When I reached Jamaica, I made a stop. Welcome to the live stream, guys. Welcome to the live stream. I don't know how you are doing. How are you all doing? Wow. Wait a second. Okay, I'm waiting. Welcome to the live stream, everybody. When you join in, say hi. Let me know where you're watching me from. How are you doing? J- is it Jirmar Morod? Oh my God, how do you pronounce that? Is it Jirma or Girma? Or how are you doing? How do you pronounce your name? Do you say Jirma or Jirma? I don't know. How are you doing? Good to see you. Okay, you know what? I think I can do a little bit of styling when it comes to Caleb Plum says, can I take you on a date? No, thank you. How are you doing, Caleb? Okay, thank you for the likes, guys. When you join in, let me know you've joined in. I kind of cut myself when I was cleaning dishes today. Wow, it is so bad. I cut myself. Hey, Juma says, I love you. Okay, how are you doing? Yeah. Don't know if that looks better or what. Yeah. Okay. If you could be any animal for a day, which one would you be? And guys, welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the live stream. Ooh, Lean, you're here. How are you doing, Lean? Aziel, is it Aziel Holmes? Aziel Holmes. You say Oh, it's Asia. Asia. Oh, is it Asia? Ooh, okay, Asia. Oh my God. Forgive me. Let me just call you Bradley. Bradley, how are you doing, Bradley? Where are you watching me from? Wow. I'm streaming live from Kenya. Right here is 10:41. 10:41. Um, is it AM or PM? Oh, it's PM. So I'm doing good. Thank you. Okay. Where are you watching me from? Oh, we do have a question on the screen. If you could be any animal for a day, which one would you be? Any animal. I think if I could be any animal for a day, which one would I be? I think I would want to be a rabbit, surprisingly, because a rabbit is very cunning and clever and all of that. Yeah, what we gonna talk? Okay, what we are talking about today? We have a bunch of questions here. Yeah, but we are, first of all, you're gonna start with small talk. I think there is this question, but I think we talked about on the other live stream, but some of you did not join that one. Um, yeah, but I think last time we talked about why do people, okay, why do Western men like dating African women? I think that was a topic that we talked about mostly the other time. Uh, but of course today we're gonna just do questions. Okay, is it a Nobel Peace Prize or what is it? Okay, so today you're gonna be doing questions. Yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing. And also, I don't have so much questions like I usually have. We're just gonna see how this goes. Yeah, if you could be any animal for a day, which one would you be? I think personally I would be a rabbit. Okay, it is just so small, but it's so clever and it's so cunning and it's so wise. A rabbit, and also the senses of a rabbit. I think if I could be, and I think I would just want to feel I just think like a bunny is just a really nice one. So I think I would go with rabbit. If you could be any animal for a day, which one would you be? And when you join in, let me know how you are doing. Welcome to the live stream. Holmes Bradley's. Hey, let me check out. Oh, that's a home. That's a home. Oh, nice, 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 nice one. Ugh. Why am I so tired? How old are you? I'm 24. 24, 24, 24. Do I look 24? Uh-huh. 24 years old. I know I just turned. You look young. Oh, do I look younger than 24? Did I? Most people say that I look like I'm in my 30s, but I think it's because of the intense conversations we normally have here on the channel. Uh, kind of feeling. let's first of all eat this hot dog. Wow. A stadium. This hot dog is getting, yeah. JD, oh my god, I was just wondering, where are my people today? Like, you are not tuning in, sorry. I have this hot dog. How old do I feel? Honestly, I think I feel 20. I think I would be lying if I said that I feel like I'm 18 or 19. Yeah, I definitely feel 20. How old do you feel? Edwin Degote says hi. How are you doing, Edwin? How is it going? How is your week going, y'all? Yesterday I didn't join into the live. I didn't stream yesterday. Were you all looking for me? And also today I didn't stream like at 3 p.m. But here we are, you know. You're fine. Okay. If you could be any animal for a day, which one would you be? Ooh, you can see that clearly. I have a hot dog here and it's getting colder and colder. Wow, you are here? No, you are notice? Rate my hair. Good night, see you. See you too. No, never type that on YouTube. Don't type that on YouTube. It's not. I usually remove people who say that they are young, so because I can't control what people are saying here. Ooh, I don't think so. Your internet is lagging. Maybe it's mine. We usually have hot dogs even here in Africa. For your information. Sandwich. Hot dog. Even a sandwich. If you want a sandwich there is. Okay, I would be a hot dog. Why? Do you have a daughter? No. Do I look like I have a kid? Okay, let me see if I'm the one who is lagging. Yeah, no. Okay, I'm not lagging. So it's definitely your internet. You would be a hot dog. Why? If you could be any animal for a day, which one would you be? And guys, you can also ask questions here. Lord, I gotta tell you all today, I'm not as prepared. You know, I was doing a bunch of stuff today, doing my hair and all of that stuff. But of course, because the live stream is all about conversations, here we are. No, it's always yours. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, they're lagging. They're lagging. Okay. I don't know why, for some reason today I've just been thinking about that Christmas song. Big Shuya, that says lion. Why lion? You would want to be a lion. Why lion? Because the lion is brave. It's a king. Ooh, so you want to be a king in real life because because you're hot dog. Oh God, that's nasty. Ah, okay, enjoy. Ah, okay. I I think the way I wanted it to taste is not how it's tasting. I look like I have a daughter. Oh my God, I do not, and I don't want children. Mm. I don't know why. What is that? Hot dog. For some reason, it's not that good, but I know it's because I just ate some pilau. Yeah, you wanna eat your hot dog when it's hot. Well, how long did your hair take? Hmm. I showed up there at 2:30. So we had first of all clean my hair and like straighten it. Hmm. I would say I went there at 2:30, and I just came back. Not I just came back. So 2:30, I think 2:30 to 6. It took from 2:30 to 6. How many hours are those? I wanted to stream when I was at the south, then I was just like, I'm gonna make people uncomfortable. Yeah, so did it from 2:30 to 6 p.m. And then I did my nails for 1 hour. Oh, not nails, toes. Um, Holmes Bradley says, yes, you do stop hiding. You do stop hiding. Hiding where? Oh, you think that you're convinced that I have a daughter? No. If you saw a small girl on the channel, she's my niece. Yeah, she's my niece. I don't have a baby and I don't want one. Um, I think you would be a great mother. You think I would be a great mother? Why? I okay, I think I would too, and I think I am being a great mother by not having children. You know why? Because honestly, I am so terrified of the idea of like having a child and then they end up failing and now I'm to blame. You know, I'm so terrified of having a child and not giving them the best life. Yeah, I'm just terrified. I don't want to set anyone up for failure. So I think it's better not to set them up for failure. I think you can love your kids so much so that you don't bring them here. Just my cute little thing. Uh, Big Shuya Dev says it's spicy food or sweet. Really, we don't know. So that's why asking. Okay, okay. Ooh, Jamaica. You're from Jamaica? Interesting. Yeah, it's spicy. The hot dog is spicy. Hot doggy. When you translate hot dog in Swahili, it's like hot dog. Mbwa moto. That's funny. That's funny. Hollywood, all the way from India. How are you doing? If you could be any animal for a day, which one would you be? Are you Jamaican? Do I look Jamaican? Let me see. Let me see if I can pass for Jamaican. Ooh, Eve's thought says, "Oh my God, you're here." What's your favorite Bible passage? Favorite Bible passage? Ooh, um, I think the one that I remember from childhood is John 3:16. For God loved the world so much that he gave his only begotten Son, so that whoever believes in him shall not perish but shall have everlasting life. Ooh. Okay, let me pin this. What's your favorite Bible passage? Thank you so much. Actually, today I'm so unprepared. Eves, I don't have because I was doing my hair. I didn't have time to prepare for my live. So, haha. How is it going? Yes, one boy is Jamaican. You think I'm Nigerian? Let's keep the guesses going. Which country do you think I'm from? And for those who don't, do not share. One boy is Jamaican. I think you're from Nigeria. Interesting. JD says that's why you would be a good mother. You care. It's big responsibility. Yeah. I just keep thinking. Can you imagine if you bring a child here and then they end up failing? Can you imagine if you don't give them the best chances for them to succeed? Because some people who succeed, they only succeed because they have better chances of succeeding because their parents set them up, so I am so terrified of like not giving that to a child that I give birth to. I just feel like that would crush me. So mm, there's a Muslim couple in my neighborhood. That's Eve's talking. There's a Muslim couple in my neighborhood. They are from somewhere outside of the US. JD, let me know. You do you want children? And if you want children, why do you want them? Asia Holmes says, look up. Look up. I'm not Jamaican. I am Kenyan. I'm Kenyan. Okay, I need to get the laptop. I get overwhelmed reading from the phone. They walk the neighborhood. He always walks in front of his wife. My female my female's neighbors don't like that at all. Okay. Ooh, where should she walk? Like, is she supposed to walk by the side, or where is she supposed to walk? JD says Jesus wept. Okay. Eve's asked, "What's your favorite Bible passage?" You all can keep answering. You're from Kenya. Most probably you looked at the profile. Eve says, "At what point do people just have to let culture be culture?" Okay. Is that culture, the female walking? But honestly, out here, like my mom and dad, when they are walking, one of them is walking way ahead, and that whole, okay, I don't want to say like, but I want to say that's whole modern things of like the man has to walk on the side of the road and then holding hands. Actually, my mom says that she cannot hold anybody's hand. Okay, actually, do you know most people who are married here in Kenya, especially like my parents' age, have never kissed. Like my mom, my mom told me that. Why would she do that? Like, why would she do that? Like, it's just, I think it's just, for some people it's just part of culture. It's like they just didn't grow up doing that. CJ, hey boy, love your braids. Ooh. Okay, at least finally we got the hair done. Bradley says, look up. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what look up means. Look up what? Okay, bye. I'm leaving now. Have a great day. You also have a great day. Okay. So who is supposed to walk? Okay. Should the lady walk in front of the guy? What should happen? Yano Vaveku. How are you doing? Yeah, I think when you come out here, actually people will be surprised. Okay, if you are within Nairobi, it's normal. But still, if you do all those even public display of affection here, you just no. It, it's US culture to let the lady walk first. Oh, okay. It's etiquette. Okay, I know that. Okay, I don't know what I was kind of feeling is like you're taking a walk, and instead of like walking that, but the past generations, they just do not care about that. Like walk, you know? Yeah, even the whole thing of like opening doors, pulling the chair for your lady. I think that's something that's pretty much new out here. I am not saying that people used not to do it, but it's just pretty much new. There's a time that we were having a conversation here, and somebody saying that like he's not gonna go holding ladies' doors or something. It's just pretty much like you have hands hold your door. He says women here think that men are behaving badly when women here think that men are behaving badly when the wives walk behind them. She also wears a hijab, so religion and culture comes into it. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oof. See, and then they cannot show affection in public. Or even out here, and most people are not even Muslim in our country, but it's just that affection, you just show the affection in private. Like, you're not gonna be out here kissing somebody in public. Although it happens, maybe in Nairobi or somewhere, but in most places, people are gonna be looking at you like, what are you trying to show us? Are you the first one to fall in love or something? Okay. Ooh. Got your neck. What does that mean? Got my neck. Okay, if you could be any animal for a day, which one would you be? Yeah, today have been a busy day, definitely for me. Like, but I kind of felt like I do or you live stream because yesterday I didn't stream. I was not feeling good. Okay. Look up is better attack. I just don't know what you're saying. God. Oh, you'd be a cat so that you can sleep forever. You like sleeping? But you know what? Like sleeping, when we all finally die, you're gonna sleep forever, right? Okay. What's your greatest struggle for you right now? What's the greatest struggle for you right now? I'd go outside and test my cat agility. Okay. Typing, okay. Oh, you're talking about me. What's the greatest struggle for you right now? And you all kindly say hi, even if you don't resonate with the questions. Honestly, just say hi. You can ask anything, you can say anything as far as it's respectful. Let's go, let's go. I don't know, when I don't stream for a day, the next day I'm usually kind of like struggling to get into the rhythm, but you don't worry. Ooh, focusing on work. Why? Is it like difficult or whatever? Greatest struggle for me right now. Greatest struggle for me right now is I'm putting in work and then just feeling like I'm not doing enough. I think that's the greatest struggle for me right now. Like feeling like you could do better because I'm in your stream. Oh my god! Oh wow! I don't know what I should say. Because on one side I am happy that you're here and you are contributing to the channel's growth, and then on the other side I'm like, ooh, you need to get back to work, you know what I'm saying? Wow. I think the greatest struggle, not right now at the moment, is for me it's like just feeling like I'm not doing enough. Or doing a lot and then just feeling like, oh my god, like maybe there's something else that I am not doing, something else that I could do that I'm not doing. So I think that's pretty much it for me, like the greatest struggle. Hmm. And you keep subscribing to the channel. Today I'm just feeling slow for absolutely no reason. Feeling so slow. Ooh, okay. Blessed Leo says, Umeshuka smart. Thank you, Blessed Leo. If you could be any animal for a day, which one would you be? Also, we do have two questions on the screen. What's the greatest struggle for you right now? it's it's struggle not saying something rude to a boy because she has a fiance. Okay, not rude, maybe kind of like disrespecting my space or something. Okay, okay, it's a struggle. Wow, those are good struggles, I think. Yeah, apart from that, like in real life, okay, or maybe that's too much information, but oh, flat with, okay. It's surprising that you all say that, but I think you all usually speak your mind pretty much. My struggle is to have a community in YouTube because I'm a content creator. Ooh, what are you mostly struggling with? Um, do you struggle with like showing up? Do you struggle? What do you struggle most with? So showing up each and every day to create content. Okay. Okay, I think that's a pretty much normal struggle. Okay, but personally, like for me, I just do whatever that I can, and I just decide not to put a lot of thoughts into it because at the end of the day, you're just gonna end up maybe stressed and stuff. Most probably. Okay, next one. I'm constantly struggling with internet lag. Okay, let me tell you, I had said that this month I'm not going to pay the internet, like I'm going to get myself another one. But I'm like, the one that I want to get will be a little bit like double the price of this one. And I was just scrolling and I heard somebody say that it's like a waste of time and money. Honestly, uh, I don't know. I don't know if God. I just wish these good internet companies that are providing internet. The one that I wanted to get, like, they have like a FUP, fair usage policy. So when you hit the maximum, the one that you're supposed to be using, I think they lower the speed or something, and I don't want that. Yeah, I think the internet lag is something that can just piss you off all the time, especially if you just paid it. Like the other time I paid, and then I just paid like right now, and later on during my live stream, everybody was complaining, "Oh my God, one boy, we can barely hear you." Things adulthood quietly steals from you, but really no struggle for me. I just try to be happy, okay? Oh, okay, in real life, okay. That's a nice one. That's a nice one. Like you're content with where you're at. That can be a good one. That can be a good one. I think another thing that I struggle is. Hmm, I don't know. Things that adulthood quietly steals from you. Things adulthood quietly steals from you. I'm still thinking this. I think there's so many struggle, but some of these things they're not that serious. Or even if they're that serious, there's nothing you can do about them. So that you just sit there worried and nothing is happening. Things adulthood quietly steals from you. What do you think? What do you think that childhood gives you, but adulthood takes away from you? And always, I don't know why I kind of feel like my sound is low today for some reason. Uh, Hollywood. Okay, I'm gonna read that. The greatest struggle for many people right now involves balancing mental health, managing daily stress, and dealing with financial or life changes, common everyday hurdles. Mental health, yeah, mental health, managing daily stress, dealing with finance. But I don't know why, for some reason, everything that we're talking about here, um, balancing mental health, managing daily stress, dealing with financial or whatever. I think everything right there. And I know you can have money and still have mental health issues, but most of the things right there starts with finances. If you have the finances together, most of the other things you can be able to balance. Adulthood quietly steals spontaneous joy, uncalculated time, and effortless wonder. It replaces these natural gifts with rigid routines, mental clutter. Yeah. God, oh my God, I miss the time that I could just go outside and play with children. That you know, do you remember the time where you used to not worry about bills and stuff? Like that was always taken care of. Um, when you had friends without benefit, like you didn't even think about that. Um, you remember when money was not something that could like right now. I can just honestly lack sleep because I don't have money. Back in the day, that used to be none of my business. Okay, friends without benefit. I think adulthood takes that away from you. Right now in adulthood, like I mean, almost every friend is trying to benefit or has to have a benefit. If they don't, then it's just like, "Ooh, what are we doing here?" Yeah, I just miss having like friends without benefit. Because now adulthood is all about friends with benefit, and I'm not talking about in a sexual sense, but all around, to be really honest. um Also, I just miss the innocence. I think adulthood took my innocence away from me, took that away from me, the innocence. I just want to have that innocence. I want to be naive. I want to believe. Also, I think that something else that adulthood have taken away from me is just that faith that things are gonna work out, or like I used to dream. I wanted to become a doctor. Right now, I think reality is too harsh that I can't dream. I can't dream like that. I just feel like adulthood takes that away from you, takes those dreams. Okay, they can still exist, but right now you're looking at more realistic things. I can't just wake up right now and say I'm going to become a pilot. That's not a reality for me. Okay, the doctor thing is like, what were your grades in biology? um like more about reality. You used to think, I'm going to move to this place for a particular amount of time. Right now it's all about reality. I think that's one of the things that adulthood have taken away from me. I think also another thing that adulthood have taken away from me is my friends. Like right now I have a friend. Right now, I think we are just in two sides of the country. She lives in Western Place, and I live in Central Place. We went to university together, and we were roommates. So of course, after university, we all go to different parts. So I think that also, yeah. Let me read yours. JD says my eyesight has always been sharp, but now lately I need glasses to read. Wow, that's deep. That's deep. That's deep. How old are you? Oh my god, we are having I'm kind of having internet issues. Your dream doctor, okay? Hollywood says choosing to be a bird like a falcon, an eagle, or an owl. Let's see the world from the sky. Being a doctor is very difficult. And you know what? When I used to be a kid and I used to dream to become a doctor, it was not that difficult. Like, it was not that difficult for me. I just never saw it as that difficult. But right now, you're looking at reality. What did you have in biology? That's what we are looking at. So, as far as we want it to be easy and smooth, it's really not. Let me know some of the things that adulthood have taken away from you. Yeah, another thing that adulthood have taken away from me is time with family. Okay, it's either it's you know I have this feeling that maybe being with family is the best thing, and then when you're over there, you just feel like you're not chasing your dreams, and then when you're chasing your dreams, you feel like you know. And not to mention, like back in the day when I used to be a kid, my parents used to be young, so yeah, I think looking at parents aging, cousins drift apart, you know, home stops feeling the same. When you go home right now, it feels homely, but you it's just not the same anymore. Like you just know that maybe you're supposed to be out there chasing your dreams. Um, yeah. So those are some of the things that I think adulthood have taken away from me. And also excitement, like the way you used to be happy. Okay, interestingly, I have never celebrated birthday. Actually, the first birthday I ever celebrated was when I was in campus. I have never celebrated. But actually, even my mother sometimes does not remember somebody's birthday. But I think there was kind of like some type of excitement. Holidays feel stressful instead of exciting. Achievement. And see, this one, achievements starting to feel temporary. God, right now it's like you can barely satisfy me. You can barely. Like, when I achieve something, I want something else. God. Mark. Ooh, Mark, how are you doing? Good to see you. JD says, I still dream a bit and play games to try and stay chilled. Okay. Oh, video games? That's interesting. Holly says, in Kenya, which language they speak in South Africa and Nigeria? In Kenya, we speak Swahili. and English. And everybody have their own languages. Like I cannot tell you which languages they speak. Like for me, I speak a particular language. For other people, they speak another language. Mm-hmm. Yeah, South Africa, they speak Zulu. I think they also speak English. Maybe I don't know which other languages. Honestly, I am not from South Africa, but I think they speak Zulu and English, and they also have other languages. See, with African countries, just don't speak one language. We have, like in Kenya, there's like 47 languages, or maybe more. Max says an animal for the day, maybe a brown or pink worm. Okay, choose one, brown or pink worm. Uh, Holmes Bradley says, I'm back. Okay, how are you doing? Let me know some of the things that adulthood quietly steals from you. Holly says, JD, what games you played, please? Mm-hmm. So another thing that I think adulthood have taken away from me, okay, I think I did say friendships. I feel like um, adult friendships are more distant. People that used to be your friends, they are really not anymore. Friendships stop being effortless. You remember how, yeah, I just remember when like friendships were just friendships, nothing more. It's just about the friendships. It doesn't matter like how much you're making and all of that. Oh god. JD says, I'm really really old, one boy. Let me guess, 50. 50. Mark says, I've decided already, both half pink, half brown. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, wow. That's interesting. I don't know if such a worm exists. Okay. What are some of the things that you think adulthood have taken away from you? In adulthood, you kind of have more realistic dreams. Those dreams that used to feel like, it's just that's not realistic. But I just want to be that unrealistic. Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you think adulthood makes people to be colder or something? Holly says, I will choose ego because I want to fly and see the world. Ooh, okay, that's interesting. Do you think adulthood makes people colder? Yeah, I think I've been told before, especially by people who knew me when I was younger or little, they've said, "Oh my God, you've changed so much," Especially because me personally, you could walk all over me, I could just cry and say sorry. But right now, I just cannot. Like, I just keep moving. I think. I think people get surprised when you become an adult and maybe you change how you used to act as a kid. Um, yeah, I have also known people when they are children, and then when I see them growing up, it just is not the same anymore. It kind of changes. That when that naiveness goes, it's like, what is left? Holly says, adulthood quietly steals spontaneous joy, effortless friendship, and time. These invisible losses happen beneath the noise of daily responsibilities, bills, and work. Okay. Do you think adulthood makes people colder? I think so. I don't think so, but I just feel like there's nothing much to be excited about. So I like my niece so much. Like, I like her so much. You know what? She's always happy. She's always jumping up and down. She doesn't think about so many things. And I think I like her because of that, because and then you can just get her a small sweet and she appreciates so much. I think those are some of the things that when you become an adult you stop doing, and maybe people are like, oh my god, you're much colder. Oh god, I don't want her to grow up, because I know she will of course she will not change, but she will just become an adult and she will not be excited about a sweet. Holly says, Adulthood can make people emotionally guarded and physically sensitive to low temperatures due to due to stress, like life burdens and natural physical changes. Okay, interesting. Do you think, or do you feel like adulthood changed your personality? So you made I'm lagging, not video games. Oh, not video games. What games? Fun games. Max says become older and become like a child again. Ah, no, no. I think that's where we are all headed towards. You becoming older and becoming more like a child. But I think being older and then becoming like a child really ticks you off. I hope not. I hope not. I feel for people who go through that. It happens to the elderly. I know my grandmother. She became really old, and she became she lost her memory. She had kind of like dementia before yeah, she had dementia. She was a really nice woman. And then dementia kicked in. And she kind of just stopped living. She was just there, didn't know people's names. Oh my god, it takes so much away from. Not to mention the other part of like needing help to do stuff. The part where you can't take yourself to the washroom is really humbling. Yeah, I think that's one of the worst things that can happen to you. Can you imagine you're being independent right now and now that is taken away from you? I think that uh one Big John says, if the Lord just lets out just one tiny, it's like oh God, I don't know what's that. JD says, bang on good, bang on good. Guess you're too smart. Oh, okay. Max says exactly. So yeah, I think I want to get older, but I just don't want to get to that point where like I'm not remembering stuff. It's like and also depending on people, doesn't matter if it's your kid, your grandkids. People can be unreliable, you know. I saw that woman, my grandmother. I saw her depending on people, and that was hectic, you know. Yeah, and out here we don't have a lot of we don't have a lot of elderly homes, you know. Um, so which means most people, and also not to mention most children are not even willing to take you to a nursing home here because it's expensive. So which most probably you're sitting there waiting for somebody to come and change you. Uh, you know, you're sitting for somebody there to come and change you. You're sitting. It's one of the worst things that could happen to you. JD, which country are you? UK, Liverpool, London, nice. Like an old tree. Okay. I just don't want to be. I want to get old, but I hope I'm one of those people who are just jumping up and down at 98. You know, I also feel like sometimes you can live. Can you imagine if you make it to 120, you are like, oh God, you feel like you've lived excessively. Can you imagine if you retired at the age of 60 and then you live to 120? So you have 60 years just doing a bunch of nothing. Nah. Uh, mm-hmm. uh, what's harder, being a child with no freedom or an adult with too much responsibility? Okay, let me see your opinions on this one. Mark says, because it's your duty to respect and look after your elders. Different culture. I think care homes are sad places unless you think they're getting something socially out of it. Okay. But I think most people in the UK you end up in care homes, right? I think here is I think here is because we don't have those. Most places do not have those elderly homes, and even if there was, I don't think people can afford. Not to mention, most of these parents are those parents who had children so that they can get taken care of. You know, having children as your old age plan. You know, and then these children disappoint you. You know, is a really sad thing when you look at it, especially if they don't have money to take you to a care home, you don't have retirement money, and then uh you're just sitting there on your mess, you know, waiting for somebody to come and change you. And then I think about it for people who do not want children, or for people who don't want children like me, you better save for your old age. Otherwise, who will come and change? Who will, let's say, if you get to that point where you need somebody to help you out, maybe your sister's child, your brother's child, what are you gonna do? uh, which animal you choose, one boy? I said a rat. Ah, not rat. Oh my god, a rabbit. JD says, no, I'm still a kid. I climb trees, play football. Ooh, okay. Maybe 35. Holly says, which animal would you choose? I said rabbit. Mark says, depends. My mother said she'd rather be smothered with a pillow than be discarded and forgotten about. Okay. Wow. That's difficult. I have also had there are people who have told me that like they plan on taking themselves out if necessary instead of going through this whole thing of like just sitting there helpless, you know. But see, I don't know how I feel about that, because I also feel here in England most of the carers are of African descent. I know, even in the US, yeah. And it's just funny that like we go to other countries to give that type of care home, to take care of people, while our parents are at home having nobody to take care of them. Holly says, being a child with no freedom, being a child being a child with no freedom and an adult with too much responsibility are both very okay. What's harder, being a child with no freedom or an adult with too much responsibility? I think not having freedom was pretty much hard, but I think it was just okay. But honestly, I wouldn't trade my adulthood for anything. I kind of, the freedom that you get right now, like I can go wherever I want, however I want, you know, without having to ask for permission. I can come and go as I want. God, but yeah. Mark says it all depends circumstances. Mark says I worked in a care home once for about 3 years, and some things were sad to see. Okay. Do you think care homes are nice places to be at? Because some of these places are like a secondary home, you know. But I think like you're more likely to enjoy the care home if you're still moving around, you still have your strength, you still you have the consciousness, like you still know things, you have not started forgetting. Because see, by the time you get there, and then let's say you're having something like dementia, you could be mistreated and stuff. So I don't know what's best, but India to Kenya distance for 4,500 kilometers, that's pretty much far. Mark says depends, and it doesn't matter how much they cost a month. Crazy expensive. Okay, how much do they cost in the UK? In the US, I think anywhere between $3,000 to 4,500. 5,000 if you want a private room is six, almost between 5,000 and $6,000. Yeah. You'll come and meet me. Okay. Max says I've had 5K a month. Wow. 5K a month. Is it with a private room? Because I know actually recently we were kind of looking at stuff like that. It's anywhere 4,000, 4,500, 3,000, 3,500. JD says my parents didn't want to go to a care home, so I looked after them. Ooh, wow. You know what? That deserves some claps. Okay. Was it so hectic? Do you feel like you put your life on pause to do that? Uh, do you kind of like feel, what would I be doing right now? Do I put my life on pause for my parents? I think I could. I honestly, I could literally do that. I could do that for my mom. Also, my mom put her life at hold to take care of her mother, like nobody else. Okay, people were showing up, but she needed extra help. She would barely do anything for herself. So, Max says some don't want to have a burden; they are forced and mistreated. Okay, yeah, because see, but I can see first. Um, I can see why they would force you, because you're sitting there in your soil, like you're messy and stuff. They need the place to smell nice. But see, I can see, because of course that's not a nice job. That's not a job that you want to be doing. So I can see these people's frustration. So I'm just here to like clean you up, and you're not cooperating. Honestly, even if it's your loved one, I can see you losing your cool. Okay. Honestly, I think that's one. I would want to be really nice. If I ever work in a care home, I would want to be really nice and loving and understanding. But I know old people can also be rude and don't care. Yeah, I like watching grandmothers. There's one that I usually watch on TikTok. She's usually very much rude. Like, you ask her anything nicely, she will just reply to you very rude. So most of them are don't cares. They are pretty much rude and stuff. So you have to kind of like you have to kind of like have your or maybe just don't get upset. Can you go to the next question? I do not have questions today. I'm gonna be lying if I tell you I have questions, although I can ask the next one here, because I was doing my hair during the day. So sorry I did not prepare for the live, but I know that whenever I start streaming we just have a bunch of things to talk about. But okay, Mark says my elders have died at home where they belong. Okay. Wow. And also, I honestly, I gotta say, thank you for everybody who take care of their loved one. It's not hard. It's not easy. It's not easy. Oh my god. Okay. No, I will ask the next question. I'm gonna ask the next question. Simon Joroge, hi. Uh, Once upon a time. Don't say the end. JD says, I did what I wanted as a kid, just like an adult. Wow, really? How did that go? Or like, but I feel like boys pretty much have that freedom. I think for the girls, why the parents are strict with the girls, you let the girl go a little bit, then you're dealing with a pregnant girl. Yeah, I think that's why. Uh, I think that's why as girls, we kind of have a tough childhood, or a very much strict one, because you have to keep your eyes on the girl. Otherwise, the boy can go around, maybe he can go around impregnating people and stuff. But I kind of feel like the parents fear to have that burden. So, black lipstick, okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna get that done. Holly says, being a child with no freedom and an adult with too much responsibility are both very hard. Each brings heavy stress. Okay, one boy, good night. See you. Bye bye. See you too. See you too. And those of you who are joining in, my good name is one boy. Let me know how you're doing. Okay, we have this question. What part of childhood do you miss the most? What's the red and white thing behind you? It's certainly not Christmas. Red and white thing behind me. Red and white. Oh, it's a bear. Yeah, it's a bear. It's my bear. Yeah, his name is Lambo. Yeah, I usually cuddle him when I'm sleeping. JD says it was my choice and I did what I did my best. Okay, wow. Thank you for taking care of yourself. Can I bear it? I'm going to. Okay. What part of childhood do you miss the most? Okay, let me get the bit. What part, and also keep answering, what part of childhood do you miss the most? At this point, we're just hanging out, guys. Oh, God. Bear, bear, bear. Wow. uh, how about if you could be any sandwich for the day? I don't know the different types of sandwich, but I know chicken sandwich. I don't know. Okay, cooking nice food, going to the night to the park and beach. Okay. What I miss the most about my childhood is just playing in a very huge field, and then with all my cousins. You know, it was pretty much nice because I grew up in the countryside. Childhood, I let you guess my age by saying I miss 1985. Oh my God, you're 55. You're 55 years old. Okay, 1985. 1985. 5 plus 20 plus 20. That's 45 plus 6. 45 plus 6. 51. 50. I think you're 55. Or the 80s in general. Wow, you missed the 80s. Are you 55? Marxist, why on earth is your bear red? Because it's I it's a symbol of love. You know, it's a symbol of love. My bear. Okay. The king. Is it King Namas? How are you doing? How are you doing, bear bear? you missed mama. What boy want that at the fair for you? Where did I win you at? Okay. Mark, are you 55? Okay. This bear is a distraction. But we are gonna be sitting here. Sit there. No, I'm not. You're not 55. Okay, 53. Okay. Oh, but you're the guy. You're supposed to put your hand behind me. You're not a gentleman. Ah, I told you before I'm 1,000 years old. Okay. Yes, hold me like that. Ah, no, that's just wishful thinking. Hold me like the river Jordan. Let me sing that song. The animal would the animal would be I would be is a red bear. You changed, why a red one? Okay, let me search that song. Paul Simon Diamonds of the Soul. So I listened to that song. Okay. It had pretty much like deep sounds like poop. I honestly that song made me wish that I had a sound system. I listened to that song. It was a nice one. I liked it. And I listened to the Caribbean Blue. I listened to I think on the Skin or whatever by JD. You suggested a song. I think it was what Joanna or something. Look at the red bear next to you. Oh yeah, and yeah, I listened to all of those. John and you some. I listened to. So you guys can suggest new ones. Okay, let me sing "Will You Be There" by MJ. But I'm just trying. I'm not perfect. Try Paul Simon album Graceland. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Okay, now I'm gonna be singing a little bit. Uh, Time as a symptom. Okay. Okay. Bye, Mark. See you. Thank you for joining in. Will you be there? Hold me like the river Jordan, and I will then say to thee, you are my friend. Carry me like you are my brother. Like love me like a mother. Will you be there? Weary, tell me, will you hold me? When wrong, will you scold me? When lost, will you find me? But they told me a man should be faithful and walk when not able and fight till the end. But I'm only human. Oh God. Seems everyone's taking control of me. Seems like there was, oh my God. Show me. Lay your head lowly, softly then boldly. Carry me there. Hold me, love me and feed me, kiss me and free me. I will be blessed. I'm only human. Carry me boldly, lift me up slowly. I will be there. Wow, save me, lift me, heal me, and bathe me. Lift me up, lift me up, God. Oh my God, like, Sada can't. How are you doing, Sada? You're going to sing. Oh, because I was gonna sing. Honestly, it was just a waste of time. I kind of need to practice a little more, but at least. So that's if I could be any animal, I think maybe tardigrades because they can survive in space, and I wanna see space. Woo! You wanna see space? Wow! And I don't know what animal that is, to be really honest with you right now. Okay. Uh, Rasta Barbu, just Somali. Hi. JD says nice singing. Okay. Okay, let me sing it. I think I kind of owe you all to kind of correct that. Because already, that was not good. I think I need to learn more songs so that I can be singing on the live stream. Uh, I am an animal, you are an animal already. So that's it. It's more like a very small microscopic animal like I don't know, worm or something, okay? Has the red bear got a name? Yeah, Lambo. Lambo? Oh, people wanna be you. Ah, you know what? I kind of want to get a dog because I envy people who kind of like cuddle with their dog. Lamborghini, yeah, Lambo. Did you sing Will You Be There by Michael Jackson? Yeah. But I kind of, I didn't sing well. Okay, let's go. Jamaica Farewell. I think this is the only song that I know perfectly. Down the way when the nights are gay and the sunshine daily on the mountain top. I took a trip on a sailing ship. When I reached Jamaica, I met a star. But I'm sad to say I'm on my way. Won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is spinning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston town. Sounds of laughter everywhere, and the dancing girls swing to and from. I must declare my heart is there, though I've been from Maine to Mexico. I'm sad to say I'm on my way. Won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is spinning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston town. Down at the market you can hear ladies cry out along their heads they bear. Aki rice or fish are nice and the rum is good any time of year. But I'm sad to say I'm on my way. Won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is spinning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston town. Okay. Call him JD. Call him JD. Why? His songs are hard to sing. Yeah, you kind of feel like, tell me, will you hold me? Will you scold me? Yeah, they're very hard to sing. Why not Citron to CV Dolly? Yeah, this I. Do you want that name? He said no. He wants to be called Lambo. So that's it. The easiest song for you to sing will be Tequila by the Champs. The lyrics are very easy. Really? I'm gonna learn that maybe later on after the live stream. Tequila by the Champs. Mr. Last but how are you doing? Um deja vu. I'm not having a deja vu. You're having one? Deja vu. JD says nice singing. Okay, nice singing. Okay, there's also a country music. What is it called? The older I get, fewer friends I have. Okay, and I think Sada, what we were talking about is what's harder, being a child with no freedom or an adult with too much freedom. Okay. You sing it all before, Foy? No, this one I've never sung before. This one I've never sung before. The older I get. No, I have never sung that one. Lambo is my middle name. No way. I'm gonna change Lambo's name. No way. No way. 。 that's the truth. Funny how it feels. I'm just getting to my best years yet. I think I'm gonna play this song and then after the live stream I'm gonna edit the song out or what. The older I get, fewer friends I have. But you don't need a lot, like the ones that you got. Okay, let me play this song. Uh, Rename your bear Skoda. No, you have to give me a reason. Why do you think I should rename him? You're okay with that name? You want to be called Skoda? He said no. So that says this is kind of the same thing in a way. An adult with too much responsibility is a big child with no freedom. Oh God. Okay. Yeah, but I kind of, you know what? For me, I didn't have that much freedom. Especially even as a girl, I could barely go anywhere. Or ladder. Ooh. Or African's favorite car, the Mercedes. No. I think you're okay. Do you want to be called Mercedes? Mercedes. If yes, shake your head. Nod in. Okay, if you want to be called Mercedes, nod your head. He didn't. So that is okay. I don't mean to say responsibilities are bad, but in both cases, you can't do much what you want. Yeah, honestly, I thought when you're an adult, you're just free to do whatever, but you're kind of tied back by money. You know, different things, and also choices have consequences. Mr. Lasman says, for me, I guess I would be a squirrel because they beat. Oh my God. How are you going to be dealing with the fats? You want to be passing gas every now and then? User says, does size matter? Which size? Expound on that. Which size are we talking about? Does size matter? That's what user ZW is asking. Does size matter? Dad Vanda says, I wish you were not engaged. Oh God, why would you wish that? Good night. Good night, Volvo. Who is Volvo? Good night, Lambo. Ah. Okay, let me play that song. And then I'm just going to edit the last part out. The older I get. Oh, you like my hair? This is the song that I was talking about. I get I'm just getting He says be fond of counting you. I wouldn't drink and it embarrassed the tree. Mary feels so precious, my best feeling. Then I don't mind over for all the time. I just don't want you real fast of the life of you. But I did the I don't want to say. Okay. Very good. The older I get, the more I think. Okay. Okay. Let me go back to the. Ooh, I like listening to songs. Sadasses to Dava, you can find countless of girls. She's not the only one. Ah, I am not the only girl. Okay. Isasha says Joa and Golden Eagle. How are you doing? Good to see you. Good afternoon. CJ says your fiance got you listening to country music. Oh my god. Does it have to always be him? No, I love country music. I like country music. I don't even think he's a fan of. I don't even think he knows that song. No, CJ, I got myself listening to that one. Michael Kilipa Mwambu. Poa sana uko aje? Thomas says, hey, I thought you were. Is that the music rather country made in the US? Okay. Yeah, I like country music. To be really honest, I know Swahili songs, but not a lot of them. I like, you know, actually the other day, not the other day, but Spotify at the end of the year, they kind of like give you a review of the type of music you listen to. Last year, they said that I'm literally an old soul. How are you doing, Thomas? The older I get, and funny enough, I feel that music in me, you know. But I'm a country girl, so not surprising. Okay, what's harder, being a child with no freedom or an adult with too much responsibility? Okay, and today I do have a video. There's another video that I wanted to show you. So the part where I played music, I'm going to edit that because I can't invest my time in here and then end up with no. Okay, I think this was the video. No, not this one. You like country music? Yeah, I love country music. Country roads. Lama says, I honestly don't love more nightclub music in Diani. Oh, wow. Nightclub music. Oh, also nightclub music out here. It takes you to another level, especially if you are drunk a little bit. You can literally dance. Okay. Okay.
Kids.
I'm about to show you all a video. I answered your question. The answer did not show up. Please try and answer again. Okay, let's do this. This video I was seeing last when I was scrolling and I was like, you know what? I have to show you all this one.
What? What? You just told me I couldn't take no food home to my kids. We on a date. This is our first date, and you ordering extra food. If you ordering all the extra food, you need to pay for it. I'm not paying for extra food. So you telling me if I need to take food home to my kids, you not going to pay for it? I didn't say that. That's a different story. But if you're on a date trying to get to know each other, and so you got the waitress or whatever, but I mean, you're on a date trying to get to know each other, and we eat. I think it's kind of disrespectful, or it's not being considerate that you will order all these 3, 4, 5 kids for your family at home, all these extra to-go plates, and you think I should pay for them. I'm not paying for them. What kind of guy you think I am? If I would have ordered for me to eat, you would have paid for it. But I'm ordering to take home. I invited you out on a dinner. That's to pay for you. You look at all this food you. Yeah, look at it. Look at it. Look at this extra food you are. Yep. Yeah. And you can pay for it. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm not paying for. Yeah, you can try to get the ticket together, but I'm not paying for everything. I'm letting you know that's right now. I'm not paying for all the food. Yes, he is. I totally understand. Okay, I understand. Yeah, we'll let you know in a second. Yeah, I'm not paying for that food. So I don't know if the waitress gonna get the manager on you or whatever happened. I pay for your food. Well, this is my food. Okay, you reach inside your pocket, pay for your whoever food, this extra food. You have children at home. You went out on a date. That's inconsiderate. And then you sending me. That's another. It won't be another date. It won't be another date. No, it won't. I respect you for that. If there won't be another date. Since you can't pay for this, all right, so it's for me. I'm taking it home for me. And you normally film people on the first date? Yes. Okay. You normally order for your children on the first date. What you trying to see if I can take care of? I don't know. What is that for? What is the reason for you ordering food for everybody in your house?
Oh yeah.
Because
this video is pretty much funny to me because there we were talking about who should pay for the first date, and most of you are saying, oh my god, everybody should pay for their own. This lady went on a first date and she she ordered 3 plates to go for her children, okay, and you are just complaining that you can you will not pay for your partner. And this lady, she ordered food to go for her children on a first date. Can you imagine that? JD saying, I'm going now, boy, I'm getting a shower. Thanks. Good night to you, JD. Your fiance is definitely white. Why? Why? He's not. You know? Jaguar and Golden Eagle. Oh, Jaguar and Golden Eagle. Oh. If you could be any animal for a day, which one would you be? Why? Why would you want to be a Golden Eagle and Jaguar? Okay. I would like, of course, this sort of gonna come back with, how do you feel about you you take your partner on a first day and she gets some food to go for people at home? I think that's pretty much disrespectful in my opinion. Why would you want to be Golden Eagle or even Jaguar? Okay, let me make sure that I type here. Today I was cutting myself everywhere. I was cleaning dishes. The older I get, Okay. I think most people would want to be an ego. Ego. I don't know. I used to want to be an ego so that I can fly high like an ego, especially when I used to be in school. But right now, I'm so much over that. I'm just fooling with you, boy. I know. Okay, did you watch? Were you listening to that video? This lady, she went on a first date and she ordered some food to go for her children. How do you feel about that? Most of you say that even you wouldn't want to pay for the girl, like everybody should have their own bill. How would you feel about that? Would you pay for the one to go? I think for me, if I was the guy, I think I would pay, but she would never hear from me again. Yeah. Okay. So what's the time? I'm still gonna be here for like how many minutes? 13 minutes. 13 more minutes. The older I get. Okay. Okay. At what age did life start feeling real? And I know I'm just 24 years old. I will be surprised when somebody says that life started feeling real at 27 because I kind of feel like my life is already real right now. But let's go. At what age did life start feeling real? Ooh. I think me personally, I would say 20, but maybe I'm still young to even say that I have experienced real life or something. Uh, if you're older than 24, let me know at what age did life start feeling real? Or even if you're 24, 25, let me know. Because honestly, I kind of feel like life is already real or life feels real by the time you're 20 years old. Uh, uh, I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow at 3 p.m. But basically, I'm looking forward to the next live stream. Ooh, definitely 16 for when I started my first job. Where did you work at your first job? You know, I said that I wouldn't want to be a nanny or a maid anymore, and you said that like I sound that I'm choosy. Let me hear your first job. What was your first job? Yeah, when I went for my first job, McDonald's, I hated it. Okay, you were serving tables. Okay, at least you were not a nanny, my good friend. Oh my god, like, yeah. But I think for me that was not real. Like it just felt so awful. Especially being treated. Oh, it's one thing to be a nanny or to be a maid, and it's another thing to be treated like one. In that house, I was definitely being treated like one, like a nanny. That's why I said like I would rather go and do farming. So this is for $325 check every 2 weeks. Wow! And guess how much I made on that nanny job? I would make on that nanny job. I quit before it was time to get paid, but for the whole month they would pay for me like, let's say, I think it was like $55 or 60, something of that sort. Was pretty much, but I didn't stay. I only stayed there for 2 days, and I was like, you know what? I know I'm poor, but let me go back and just be poor. $325 every 2 weeks. I think I can. That's a lot of money for me. I could do such a job. So for the month you make 650 after taxes or something. CJ says fast food is the worst jobs you can work in America. Luckily it was a beginner job for me. Okay. God, I can only imagine. Can you imagine working that for the rest of your life? Okay. I think the worst one, there's a lot of worst jobs you can do here, but one of the worst is working as a nanny or as a maid and then residing in the premises. If I was going home, I don't think I would have had a bad experience, because at the end of the day I would go home. But see, I was staying with these people. There was no sleep for me. Like right now, it's nighttime. I would have like a huge load of clothes that I would be folding. There was no respect. There was no deadline when it comes to watch. I'm talking about watch hours. This YouTube thing have had me crazy. There was no, like how you call working hours. There was no working hours. I was just being woken up at 3 a.m. I used to sleep at like 12 a.m. folding clothes. And yeah, so I would definitely take to be treated bad in a fast food shop in the US than doing that one. Eh, if I'm making good money, then that's another thing. But if I'm just working this job, being mistreated, it's not worth it. I don't think it's worth it. Don't think it's worth it. But wow. Okay. Haha. But at 16. Yeah. Okay, guys, welcome to the live stream. Let me know how you're doing. Also, let me know what was your first job. CJ says you could literally come to America, work a fast food job for a year, and come back to your country rich. Yeah. Especially if I have accommodation that I'm not paying, like you have accommodation. Let's say even out of that money you just pay. Let's say you spend there 100, and then the other one you just say when you come back here you convert the money, it will be good money. CJ says they are trying to raise minimum wage in America to $15 per hour. It's now 7.25 now. Okay, at least you see, at least you guys are paid with working hours. Can you imagine? Most of us, it's like somebody is just mistreating you because you really need a job, you're being underpaid, but you have an option. Yeah, that's why when Africans go to these countries, or like to America, to Europe, to UK, you can pretty much work any job, especially if you let's say you have accommodation, or you can even be roommates with a bunch of people, and mostly you just save your money. Yeah, you can work there for a short time and go back to your country and live a good life. Does Africa have minimum wage? I don't know about if Africa have minimum wage, but I know Kenya, because all countries are different. Kenya, there could be, but they are not implemented. They are not implemented. Recently, I heard them saying that, like, for you to hire somebody for a nanny job or a maid, you have to pay them. Let me convert that. 18,000, like 18,000 Kenya shilling. 138 US dollars. Yeah, but it's not usually implemented most of the time, because most people are like, okay, somebody just tells you I'm gonna be paying you $80 per month. That's not per week, per month. They're gonna be paying you $80 per month, and then you are like, instead of staying here without a job, why don't I just do the job? Yeah, it's pretty much rough. Yeah. Out here, if you have capital to start a business, I think is almost the best thing, because this job will literally misuse you for almost no pay. Yeah, but I don't know about other African countries. Maybe South Africa. I think South Africa could have the minimum wage. South Africa, they are pretty much ahead. Yeah, but others, I doubt. The older I get, fewer friends I have. Okay, we are literally winding up. So hopefully this week we are gonna do some, I'm going to maybe do some videos showing countryside, village life, and all of that. I know you all said that you like that, so we'll see how that goes. Today's on Tuesday. Oh, it's Wednesday already for me because it's midnight. So what we're gonna do, guys, we're gonna end the live stream right here. I'm gonna see you all tomorrow. Hopefully it will not be a problem if I go to the village. Hopefully it will not be a problem to film, because I would love to show you out there how it looks like, maybe how we cook, maybe how we clean and stuff like that. But we're gonna play it by ear. So thank you so much, you all, for tuning in, and maybe watch some other videos. Like just watch some videos. I'm playing. So I'm gonna see you all tomorrow. I'm not gonna promise that I'm gonna show up, but we'll see. Most probably I will. Okay, so you all enjoy your day, enjoy your night. So for me, from here, I'm just gonna go to sleep. I'm going to see you all tomorrow. Bye bye.